John, let's get to the point. You come from Reno. What is it you do? Who are you? Tell us about this man named John.
Yeah, absolutely. Born and raised in Reno, Nevada, for better or worse. Started a couple juice bars with my older brother in Reno.
You and your older brother own some juice bars in Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. We started them after I dropped out of college. We started them when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
And I'm 32 years young now. And
how are they doing?
Yeah.
I mean, is this a viable? Are you making your living off these juice bars?
I am making my living off of these juice
Congratulations!
bars. Yeah,
that's very cool. You're an entrepreneur. This is very cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a lot of smoothies for a living, but I'm constantly making and serving smoothies, year after year. But there's worse problems to have on this.
Well, I don't know if there are, but John, tell us about these smoothies, these juices that you make. Pretend I'm a potential investor, or let's simplify it, a customer. What makes these juices or smoothies so great? Sell me on these.
Well, absolutely, yeah. So raw and fresh is what sets us apart, I would say. We joined sort of the juice bar craze. Everybody's getting green juice. Do you guys drink any green juice?
Yeah. I like a green juice every now and then. And I do have a habit of making, I've been doing it for a while. I would make a smoothie for myself in the morning using like 3 fistfuls of baby spinach. And then I'd put some protein powder in there and some fruit.
And Fruity Pebbles?
No. The Fruity Pebbles was an aberration. I don't do that a lot. But they sent the Fruity Pebbles, and it is my, I can't help it. It's...
You're teaching every product that they could just send it to you, and you're going to use it no matter what it is.
Well, so far,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time. I mean, we get sent a lot of fresh medicines and antibiotics from the pharmaceutical companies, and I just immediately inject them into my body without even knowing what they are. So send us whatever you got.
Yeah, send us some juice.
The juices, I'm familiar with. It's a good way to get some good stuff into you, and it is. What's wrong with that?
You're sugar crashing.
I know. It's just the wording. Get some good stuff into you.
Well, it is. I mean, when am I going to eat a couple of handfuls of spinach? That's not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not
That's true.
Popeye. That's not going to happen. I'm not with olive oil sailing the 7 seas. That's not going to happen in my life. But if I put it into a kind of a tasty vanilla-tinged juice or smoothie, that's going into my body. So what kind of juices do you have? What do you recommend?
So we're all over the spectrum. Like real health juicing is just like no fruit is not that much sugar. You can have a little bit, but like mainly you're talking like spinach, kale, cucumbers, celery.
Now, what makes
just all the boring stuff?
What makes that palatable? How do you take all that stuff and make it drinkable?
We sell things like shots and stuff, and I tell people it's just like taking any other shot. You just get it down. Like cucumber, kale, spinach juice is always going to taste.
That's really funny that you're serving
earthy.
a product for people to eat, and you're saying just get it down quickly and ignore the taste. Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine a restaurant where they're like, just get it in you fast, just get it in fast, and then just hold it down. You're gonna want to vomit, but hold it down.
Once in a blue moon, we get like bad Yelp reviews there where they go like, this product tastes like shit. I don't understand what the hype is about. And we always respond like, it's supposed to taste like that. It's really good for you.
Yeah, it's got shit in it.
So yeah, we
put feces in it because it's good roughage.
Oh, God.
There are some things that I'm suspicious of that shouldn't, like, I don't like, I know beets are good for me, but I don't like beets.
I have a beef with beets.
Yeah, I do too.
Because they look like candy.
Yes.
They look like watermelon. They're false advertising.
Right.
It tastes like absolute ass.
Yeah. Yes. And yet it's the staple crop in Russia.
Right.
And people swear by beets. I'm with you on this.
Oh.
Beets look red and wonderful and inviting, and it looks like you're going to bite into the sweetest cherry in the world, and you bite into it, and suddenly your mouth is World War III.
Oh, I disagree. I like borscht a lot.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I was
mean, you
gonna
grew
say,
up in
yeah.
a different country and a different time.
Yeah, and a different political ideology.
Yeah.
What
In the
does that have to do with
Soviet
liking
Union.
borscht?
Well,
Yeah, you grew up under the cold iron boot of an authoritarian regime.
It's not true. That is not true.
So back to you, John, and I apologize for my compatriots bursting in like that. I've made it very clear to them they shouldn't speak, and yet they do, and yet I continue to invite them in and encourage them to speak and pay them to speak. John, I'm still on a Fruity Pebbles high right now.
I'm jealous. Man.
Hey, you know what you should do? Make a really healthy shake, but then throw a handful of Fruity Pebbles in there, and you've got a delicious shake.
That's what he was saying. He said that earlier.
Did you say that earlier? I
Yeah.
blacked out for a second.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well, we're
not-
paying attention, John.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry,
It'll be
John.
new on our list. Oh, no,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Celery. Is celery anything?
That's a good question.
No, I'm
though.
serious. Is it
You're
any?
right.
Is it anything? What is
Celery
celery?
is definitely something.
It's just water that somehow managed to form into a stick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't
and
it
they
water that
sprinkle
took
little salt
It's water
on it,
that
I
took a
think, yeah.
class and got hypnotized and thinks it's a stick.
But it's not beets. It's not telling you anything different.
No, it's not telling you anything. But
Yeah.
what is is there any nutritional value in celery? Let's say I'm in a shipwreck, I go overboard, I get into a little raft, and all it has is celery. Do I survive after 30 days, or am I dead?
I would say emphatically no, you do not survive. after
Because
30
what's
days
in
a
celery?
boat with just celery? Well, it's got a lot of water and sodium and potassium. And I mean, it's
got nothing,
good, and it's
but it's a nice
good to
vessel.
dip in peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
yes, it's like a cracker you don't mind, a tasteless cracker, but then you put some peanut butter on it, it's fine. But in and of itself, why would you add celery to any? And look, I know that there are some listeners right now saying, why is Conan going down this celery road?
Yeah.
I think he's lost his noodle. He's gone,
He's been pebbled.
Yeah, he's been pebbled. But no, I think I'm onto something. Isn't celery a waste of time? Why put it in anything?
Well, you're right. It is mostly water. And then while you were saying that, I was thinking that, it does form into celery, and then we technically are turning it back into a water product to put it back into
But does it
juice.
have roughage? Because roughage has its value.
But celery has tons of value. You want all that potassium. You want all that sodium.
It's
It is
salt.
a great source of water.
Yeah,
It's
have a
good way
bagel.
to
There's
stay
some salt
hydrated.
on
I
it.
like that crisp crunch where the beets
Oh,
just
yeah.
let you down.
That's fiber, too.
Yeah, fiber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, fiber,
Yeah.
roughage. I said roughage.
I'll take
Tons of-
celery over beets any day.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, me
beets
too. I
over
agree.
celery.
I agree.
said it
Oh, I'm
wrong.
gonna
I
edit
said
this
it
part out.
incorrectly, but I said I'll take beets
Sona hates
over
beets.
celery.
Sona.
Yeah, I'm with you on celery.
Also, can I add,
falls
you guys are
apart.
crazy for hating beets. I'm Team Sona here because beets are great.
All right,
You can
John.
pickle them. You can boil them.
Yeah.
You can juice them. Yeah.
You know what's
beets are the
funny?
best.
Possibilities are endless.
I hate a beet, but when you say pickle it, suddenly I'm down. Let it rot for a little bit, and then I'm all in the basement, and then I'm ready to go. No, if you don't like a food, pickling it doesn't make you like it more, John. I'm sorry, I've never been angrier at anyone in my life.
I understand.
I
though.
never
And
knew
I-
about your feelings about celery, but I agree with you.